All right, here's what we're going to do today. Still working on the shoulder, working on the flexibility, mobility of that shoulder. Got to have good flexibility and mobility before you can really get into some good true strength training with those shoulders. So again, if you got some shoulder pain problem and you're trying to strengthen an area that you've got some problems with, you're just strengthening a dysfunction. So today we're going to work on more mobility activity for that shoulder. So we're going to work with, we're just going to go with a straight up foam roll today, and then we're going to get, we can get really brutal with a little tennis ball action. So I'm only going to show you mobility work today, just run through a little series of really working on that lat and serratus area, which can tend to really tighten down that shoulder if you're not good and mobile. And then we'll work up into that tricep, a little bit of bicep, and working on that pec mobility. Going to do it with the foam roll, and then we're going to do it with the tennis ball, run through those real quick. Again, when you're rolling, you want to roll an area a good 10-15 times, nice and slow, working up to about a minute of work in each of those areas. So again, starting with that foam roll, just going to lie on that guy. So again, working on just down the border of that scapula, that shoulder blade in the back. You want to roll all that area from armpit down into that serratus, down here into that rib cage area. So you're just going to lie sideways, and all you're going to do is work all of that area that we just talked about, from the armpit all the way down into that rib cage area. And again, you want to roll a good 10-15 times, working up to a minute. Then we'll come down just a little so that we can get elbow to armpit area, so we're working on that tricep. Keep that tricep nice and mobile. You might find some little spots. You can cross friction that guy by rolling on it, over and back, and then roll in line with that muscle. And then we'll flip over so we can get to that bicep a little bit. And then get up into that pec. So you're just going to lie on the roll. You're going to throw that guy out. We'll work on this right pec over here. So all up in that chest and pec. All up in front. Making sure we're staying nice and tight, nice and loose in those tight areas. Again, I'm going to grab the tennis ball. Tennis ball, same way. We just work this foam roll. You're going to work, when you're lying on the side, you're going to work from that armpit down through that rib cage. Work all up in that area. Maybe a little tricep, if you can get on that bicep a little bit. But definitely, we're going to roll up into that pec. So, that will look like that right there. And you can see that little tennis ball rolling up and down the border of that scapula, shoulder blade. And then after you roll that guy a little bit, we'll roll the tricep a little. Then again, I'm going to roll all up in that pec. So I'm going to lie on that ball, working on that right pec, all up and through that pec. If you find you a nice little tight spot. If you want to cross friction, opening and closing down on that guy. See if you can't loosen up some of those trigger points. And then really digging down into that pec. So again, today is just some mobility work. Throw in there to go with those other exercises we've gone over this month for the shoulder. Again, lat, serratus area, tricep, a little bit of bicep, and pec. Got to keep that shoulder mobile globally. Make sure that we're taking care of shoulder pain that you may have or preventing any shoulder pain in the future. Check back next week. Check Facebook. Check there on the YouTube channel for all the other videos that we've done in the past.